Okay, let's review our standard on time to the 5 minutes using AM and PM. Okay, so today let's review what we've learned about times in the morning and times in the evening. Alright, my name is Aiden. Let's practice what we've learned so far. Alright, once you have decided whether the times are AM or PM, we'll move the magnifying glass to the purple box and check. Alright, Aiden says the sun is out. Read the times. Decide whether each time is more likely to be AM or PM. Okay, so 12 o'clock. If the sun is out, would it be 12 AM or 12 PM? Now remember, when it gets 12 o'clock, that's your lunch time. Are we in the AM anymore or PM? Now, let's look at it. Let's move our magnifying glass. All right, 12 PM. All right, 12 AM is in the middle of the night. That's midnight. Noon, 12 o'clock lunchtime, is PM. That starts your PM times. All right, 10 o'clock, when the sun is out, is it 10 AM or 10 PM? Now that would be 10 AM. 10 PM, it is dark, it's nighttime, we're asleep. All right, 4. If the sun is out, would it be 4 AM or 4 PM? Now that would be 4 PM, 4 in the afternoon. This fire skipped him on back. All right, what about 9 o'clock? Would that be AM or PM if it's sunny outside? All right, that would be, well, if I can get him to move, 9 AM, 9 in the morning. Like having morning recess or rotation. Alright, we're going to sort these activities by whether people are more likely to do them in the AM or in the PM. Alright guys, your homework. When would you normally do that? In the AM or the PM hours? Alright, homework is something you do after lunch. It would be on after you get out of school. It would be likely done in the PM. All right, what about make your bed? When should you make your bed? When you get up in the morning. So morning time is what? AM. All right, dinner. Dinner is something you eat later. Sometimes it's dark. That would be PM. Or stargazing. What is stargazing? When you go outside and look up and look at all the beautiful stars. So when would you do that? That's definitely in the PM. All right, go to bed. All right, I hope everyone's going to bed in the PM. All right, breakfast. We have breakfast in the mornings, AM. What about get out of bed? We do that in the mornings. AM. All right, sunset. That's when the sun is going down. PM. All right, sunrise. That's when the sun comes up. Now that happens early in the morning. That would be an AM. Leave school. All right, Miss Spires leaves school in the afternoon. That would be a PM. But this one says go to school. Miss Spires goes to school in the mornings. AM. It says click on the time that matches the words. 11:15 in the morning. Is that 11:15 a.m. or 11:15 p.m.? Alright. It's 11:15 a.m. 3:30 in the afternoon. 3:30 a.m. 3:30 p.m. 3:30 p.m. Midnight. Middle of the night. Midnight. 12 o'clock a.m. or 12 o'clock p.m. Alright, we said in the middle of the night when it's dark. That starts your a.m. hours. So it's 12 a.m. Alright. Quick the time that matches. Noon. Is noon 12 o'clock a.m. or 12 o'clock p.m.? Alright, noon starts your afternoon hours. So we start 12 p.m. 6:10 in the evening. A.m. or p.m.? P.m. 8:45 at night. 8:45 a.m. or p.m.? P.m. Alright guys, which time would people most likely be having breakfast? 6:30 p.m., 7 a.m., 12 p.m., or 3 a.m.? What time would you most likely be having breakfast, guys? Alright, would you do it in the p.m.? No. Alright, so we have 2 a.m. times. 7 o'clock a.m. or 3 o'clock a.m.? Think about it. Which one makes sense? Do we get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to eat? No. So it should be B, 7 o'clock. Which time would someone most likely be going to bed? 12 o'clock p.m., 4 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock p.m., or 5 o'clock p.m.? Alright, which one makes sense? Do we go to sleep at lunchtime, noon? No. What about 4 o'clock in the morning? No, we should have already been in bed. Alright, do you go to bed at close to 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Alright, most people would probably go to bed closer to 9 o'clock. What time would someone most likely be having lunch? 8:30 p.m., 6:15 a.m., 12:30 a.m., or 11:30 a.m.? All right, think about it. Do you get up at 6:15 in the morning and then have lunch? No, we don't have lunch at night. All right, 11:30 a.m. Does that sound like a good time? It does, but let's look at the next one. 12:30 a.m. Is that lunchtime? Remember, when you go to 12, it turns to p.m. 12:30 a.m. is in the middle of the night. So this one doesn't make sense. So it has to be D. They tried to trick us. What would be the best time to look at the stars? 11 o'clock a.m., 4 o'clock p.m., 11 o'clock p.m., 1 o'clock p.m. All right, remember to look at the stars. It would have to be dark. Which one makes sense? All right, so the sun's out here, and here, and here. The only one that makes sense is 11 o'clock p.m. Terry has a soccer game. Which answer choice probably would be the time for her game? 1 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 10 p.m., or 3 o'clock p.m.? All right, do people have games at 1 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning? No. What about 10 o'clock at night? No. What about 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Yes. Which time would someone most likely be having dinner? 2:30 p.m., 6:30 a.m., 11:10 p.m., or 6:10 p.m.? All right, which one makes sense? All right, 2:30 p.m. is in the afternoon. When is 6:30 a.m.? It's in the morning. 11:10 p.m. is at night. What about 6:10 p.m.? It's in the evening, so that's when we would eat dinner. All right. So we're going to have some questions today that we'll review about time, AM, PM. Let's go over some more about time to the 5 minutes as some review. Okay. So what time is it? All right, when we tell time to the 5 minutes, remember our hour hand will move between the two numbers as the minute hand moves around the clock. All right, on our minute hand, it will move from number to number. As it moves, we will count by 5s. You will start at the 1 and count by 5s until you get to the number it is pointing to. If you make it all the way back up to the 12, then you start over at the next hour. So let's look at this clock here. Our hour hand is between the 4 and the 5. All right, so we go back. It is 4 is the hour. Now let's figure out our minute hand. Count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It is 4:40 on that clock. All right. Now the hour hand moves with the minute hand, getting closer to the next hour as it moves around the clock. So let's look. Right here it's showing you 12 o'clock. Both hands are pointing to the 12. All right, as the time moves, the hour going to keep creeping closer to that next number. So here we have 12:15. Look at your hour hand. It's still close to the 12 here. All right. 12:30, it's halfway around, so it's between the 12 and the 1. Now look at it here. Here it is 12:50. That hour hand is almost on the 1. It's almost touching it, right? But it's not quite there yet. All right. Be careful when it gets this close. Remember, you have to think about it's almost 1 o'clock, but it's not quite there yet. Don't let it trick you. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And you have to back up, baby. 12:50. All right, so it's not 1:50 yet. If it was 1:50, this hour hand would be almost on the 2. Okay, so remember to always back up to that hour before, unless it is on the hour. Okay? Don't let that confuse you. All right. We'll have some practice this week like this. All right, you'll have some clocks. It says, what time is it? Here you have the clock. You have 3 digital clocks out to the side. You have a highlighter that you will cover up your correct answer. So you'll drag it over and cover up your correct answer. Also, you have some with AM and PM. All right, with AM and PM, I'll throw a couple in as we practice. It says, I go to school. You'll decide if you go to school at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. You'll drag the highlighter tape over to the correct digital clock. All right, let's go back and practice some time to the 5 minutes right quick. And then you'll have some to do for practice. So let's look at these 2 clocks. All right, which clock shows 4:50? Which clock shows 4:50? All right, look at both clocks. Both clocks show the minute hand on the 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So they're both in the right spot for the minutes. Now, we need to show 4 o'clock as the hour. All right, if you look here, this one has the hour hand pointing straight to the 4. This one has it between the 4 and the 5, and it's almost on the 5. Which clock is showing the correct time? This is the correct clock. Remember, I told you it is almost 5 o'clock. The hour hand is almost on the 5. This shows 4:50. So it is clock 1. So I would drag my highlighter over to that clock. The next one. Which clock shows 1:15? Which clock shows 1:15? All right, let's look at them. All right, this first clock, where is my hour hand. All right, my hour hand is right here. It's between the 1 and the 2. And where's my minute hand at? It's on the 3. Let's see if that's 15. 5, 10, 15. Is this clock right? Pretty sure it's right, but let's check the other one. All right, where's your hour hand at on this one? Your hour hand is on the 3. Can that be right? No. This one has the hands wrong. It can't be right. They have their hour hand and minute hand messed up. So let's drag the highlighter over. To the first one. And the next one, which clock shows 5:55? 5:55. Let's check the first clock. Where's my hour hand at? It's right here at the 5, between the 5 and the 6. All right, where's my minute hand at? On the 9. Let's count by 5s and see if we're in the right spot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Are we in the right spot? No. Let's go over here. All right, let's look. 5. We're in between the 5 and the 6, closer to the 6. Now let's see if we're there. Count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Does this one show 5:55? Yes, it does. This is the correct time. Which clock shows 6:05? Let's look at your first one. Hour hand is on the 6. Minute hand is on the 1. Count by 5s. 5. 6:05. Okay. That one looks like it matches, but let's check this one. All right. My hour hand is on the 6. Where's my minute hand at? It's on the 11. Count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Is that one right? No. So it should be this one. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you practice some, and we will go over it tomorrow. Don't forget, you need to be practicing time to the 5 minutes each day, as well as reviewing what makes AM and PM times. All right, we'll go over it tomorrow and do another lesson. Keep working on it.